When I was 14, the closet of my room had a blue light bulb in it. The cord that I'd have to pull to turn it on was a strand of pink yarn. I imagined that I could put my bed's mattress in that closet and sleep in something like an in-the-house outdoors. This fantasy was much more somber than it can be described. It was a dream about moonlight and animal sounds, fading fires, and memories of friends long gone. The way I remember it, though, is with electronic synthesizers full of wretched melodica replacing cricket mating calls and raccoons rustling as the sounds I heard in between the blue light of sleep and the blue light of being awake. It was, after all, 1989. There, lying on the blue-lit carpeting, I would think about those who think about killing themselves. Someone like Billy Mackenzie, a Scottish singer who in 1997 overdosed on prescription drugs and died in his father's woodshed. I've never heard his music. During my youngest sister's 3rd year in high school, their school's football team made it to the semifinals of the state championship tournament. When I was a sophomore in high school, 9 years prior, I quit the football team in order to spend more time making paintings, and hadn't stepped on that football field since until that day. The day of that playoff game, generations of Rams were there. We were all cheering our nostalgia on as it got spanked 45-7. It wasn't humiliation the way those kinds of lopsided losses are. It was like a high school reunion that included a football game and your former friend's parents. Back when I played football, there was a boy on my team who lived behind the football field. His name was Christian. Chris was funny, and he was kind. For what I knew about it then, he always seemed to have my best interest in mind. His backyard opened up into the green field where we practiced every day after school. It was, after all, behind the football stadium. Sometimes, after games, the two of us would make the short trek from the locker room to his house where his mother would feed us. His father was very nice. He was funny. The kind of dad I want to be. His older brother had a great smile, nice shirts, and nice hair. But I think he used to tease us. I remember his teasing fondly. His little sister was radiant. I remember that their house had a lot of sunlight in it. But since the football fields were always muddy, the only conclusion I can come to is that Rachel, her golden curls and awkwardly earnest flute playing, were that radiance that I recall. From their sofa, we could see into the kitchen, and Chris's mom could hear our conversations. Their house was like a giant open box. You could see every part of the house from every place in the house. One Saturday afternoon, Chris gave me a cassette by the musical group The Smiths, a British band whose poetic and humorous lyrics taught me about the inevitable bind that marries irony, sarcasm, romance, and sincere affection. Chris's gift taught me how to be a poet. Morrissey, the lead singer of the Smiths, wrote and sang lyrics in honor of his friend Billy Mackenzie after his death. He wrote, "The rain falls hard on a humdrum town. This town has dragged you down Oh yes, the rain falls down on 100 times. This town has dragged you down, and everybody's got to live their life, and God knows I've got to live mine.
Oh, happy birthday, happy birthday, little Lisa, today's your day. Sing hallelujah, you know they blew ya. There are too many candles in your cake, but don't you worry, there's no hurry, that Jehovah's are standing by your door, and they are offering eternal suffering, eternal life. But you say no.
How can you stay with a fat girl who'll say, would you like to marry me? And if you'd like, you can buy the ring. She doesn't care about anything. Would you like to marry me? And if you'd like, you can buy the ring. I don't dream about anyone except myself. After the playoff game, I ran into Chris's parents. My enthusiasm unabashed, I asked, "How's Chris?" I lost touch with him. They told me how Chris had died in a car accident a few years back after having just fathered a little girl. They said Chris's older brother was around and so was Rachel, and that they would be really happy to see me. I don't remember what I felt then. I know now, remembering Chris and writing this, that I want to cry. It's not the remembering that makes me want to cry. It's the writing that makes me sad. Every once in a while, I look online to find writing about Chris. He died before we lived so profusely in cyberspace, and no one ever writes about him now. I mean, he doesn't even have a Facebook account.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Oh, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Oh, happy birthday to you. Oh, happy birthday, little Lisa, happy birthday to you.